A very good evening to all of you. I am Dr. Maitri Bhavsar, and today I am here to deliver one of the important topic, that is adopting innovative feed ingredients in the sheep and goat farming to enhance the growth. These sheep and goats are also very important species in our livestock, India. But most probably, these both species are neglected since a long. Basically, these both species are reared by small or marginal farmers, and the major objective of keeping these species are regarding the meat production, then milk production, that is for their household only. Then second is the productivity or the reproduction, etc. So now it is a high time to again focus on such species and spread more awareness towards this topic. Here, today's topic. So before jumping to the main topic, I would like to just regurgitate the major difference between these two species based upon their feeding behavior. We all know that sheep is a close grazers, while the goats are browsers. Regarding the feed varieties, goats are having more preference towards their feed, while the sheep are having less preference. In the taste sensation, again the goats are having more taste sensation as compared to the sheep. The dry matter intake of a species of goat is very high as compared to sheep. Not only sheep but also large as compared to the large ruminants. If you see the digestive efficiency, goat is having a good efficiency as compared to the sheep. And for urea recycling, sheep is also having a more capacity. So regarding the importance of the sheep and goat farming, as I said, most probably farmers are keeping this species, and goat is also well known for poor man's cow. So basically, this both species are kept for meat production, and for that maturity and market value, these both factors are very important. The next is the wool and fiber production, then reproductive cycle management, and economic efficiency and profitability, and the milk production. So basically, yes, these both species are contributing in our total milk production of India, though the business is not that much bigger as compared to the large animals, because people are not giving that much of emphasis towards these two species, though goat is having a very good quality of milk. At the same time, sheep is also having a very quality milk. So we can also focus on that. So today I'm going to speak upon different innovative feed ingredients, which actually helps to give emphasis upon the growth parameter, most probably, because for any species, for any living individual, when we are talking about growth, that is very important, because this growth is whenever we are talking regarding profitability. So again, this growth is a very vital parameter. So this growth is depending upon so many factors like genetics, that is genetic material of any individual. Second is the nutrition, again very important. Then health and management, so whether the animal is healthy or not. Then environmental factors, because again this environment can very well affect overall growth, overall health of an animal, and reproductive care and management. So as a person of nutrition, today I am going to speak upon this nutritional aspect, which enhances the growth of an animal. If we see previous years, or starting from the decade, so there are mainly four feeding methods which people have adapted for this both species, And first one is the intensive method, means the animal is being fed with the stall feeding, whether stall feeding or animal is allowed to graze in a location having a profound area, cultivated area. Second is the semi-intensive, that is the combination of intensive as well as extensive method. The extensive method is the feeding method in which animals are allowed to graze or browse in the open pasture. Then tethering. So tethering is the one of the feeding methods in which the animal is tied and the animal is allowed to graze within a definite area. So if we see the SWOT analysis of this sheep and goat farming, so regarding the strength, so we can utilize diverse feed resources, including agricultural byproducts, then fodder crops, because these all ingredients are easily adaptable through this species by this species. Apart from that, economic importance of the small and marginal farmers, because most probably this goat and sheep are raised by marginal farmers only, most probably. Regarding the weaknesses of this farming, so this is totally depending upon the seasonal availability of the fodder resources. So if there is a any natural calamities, definitely this farming will be affected. Then inadequate nutrition due to poor quality feed and fodder. Then high mortality rates due to diseases. So basically, when these species go for the grazing or browsing, so they came across with different kind of infection at the same time. So the mortality can be also raised in that manner. If we see the opportunities when our duty comes, so we can adopt new modern feeding technologies for betterment of their growth, their productivity, profitability. Then we can also increasing the demand for the sheep and goat purchasing. Government schemes, subsidiaries we can promote, through which this farming can be also developed just like large ruminants. The rates. So this is the actual concern of us. So adverse effects of climate change on the feed and fodder. We all know that nowadays the climate is very uncertain. Uh, it is not a definite of three seasons like summer will be for 4 months. No, it is not like that. It is very uncertain. So definitely this climate uh, is having a big factor which can reduce the production of agricultural crops also. So directly it is affecting our livestock also. Apart from that, the price volatility, market uncertainties, then competition from the other livestock sectors, private products also, which are having a lower price rate, so that the adaptability or the acceptability through from this species are again very less. So today I am going to try to overcome such threats from to this sheep and goat farming through feeding system. So these are the major three threats regarding to this farming. First one is the climate change. As I said, it is unpredictable weather patterns which affecting the feed availability, then increased susceptibility to the disease due to extreme condition. Then market uncertainties, that is fluctuations in the feed prices, which again impacting the production cost. Changes in the consumer preferences and economic conditions affecting the demand. And lastly, the competition. So domestic competition with the other livestock sectors, then cheaper imported products, which again reduced market local producers. So our role is to how we can overcome such threats through opportunities. आपत्ति में अवसर, as our Prime Minister sir has told us. So first one will be our adaptation of modern feeding technologies through improved nutrition and efficiency, then reduction of the feed wastage. So reduction of the feed wastage again definitely will help for the good profit for the farmers, as we all know that in any kind of farming, whenever we are keeping animals, the majority of the cost coming from the feed only. So feed cost contributes at least 60 to 70% to the total costing. So through the reduction of the feed waste, again, we can contribute to the profitability. The market demand, so growing demand for meat, milk, value added products, potential for the market expansion. We can also take help from the government subsidiaries, and for this there are so many right now plans, schemes given by the governments help to the farmers, but still I think there is some extension lacuna through which we can correct such ways, and we can also give emphasis to this sheep and goat farming. So today I'm going to give overview of some of the innovative feed ingredients in which I have collected this main 5 to 6 ingredients. So first we will talk about the solid state fermentation, then biomass, then glycerin, then insect protein, macroalgae, then agricultural byproducts. So starting with the solid state fermentation. So basically this is the pre-treatment of the substrate. So substrate is nothing but the agricultural byproduct uh, through which we are actually cultivating the good microbes with the help of bioreactor. So this is bioreactor is a vessel in which we are trying to manage optimum temperature, humidity, uh, and required environment for the cultivation of a good microbes. So basically in this method what we are doing, we are using the agricultural byproducts just like straw and all as a substrate, and we are growing a good microbes or a good family of microbes that is beneficial for the animal health. So this involves the fermentation of solid materials with the minimal or the no free water, because again for the growth of bacteria or fungi, there is a requirement of optimum temperature, humidity. Okay, so in SSF the optimum humidity is 60 to 70%, and the temperature is variable, because if you are cultivating bacteria, then the temperature is different, like 25 degrees Celsius to 37 degrees Celsius. And if we are growing fungus, then again the temperature is different. So basically in this method we are utilizing the substrate for the production of good bacteria, and through which there is an enhancement of nutritional value, as we all know that the agricultural byproducts are poor in nutrient content. So through this method we can utilize we can or enhance the nutrient value of agricultural byproduct. So this enhancing the nutrition value through increasing the nutrient availability and digestibility. If we see the key benefits, so it improves nutrients through which nutrition will be improved. Second is the utilization of the byproducts, because it converts the agricultural residues into the valuable feed. The third one is the sustainable and cost effective, because this is not that much expensive, because the substrate is not useful for human purpose also, and we are, although we are giving to the animal for feed, but it is not a good source of nutrition. So in that way we can utilize those byproducts in a better way. and we can promoting the sustainability. And if we see the applications of SSF, then it enhances the growth performance in animals, because whenever we are feeding this biomass, this SSF, again, animal is having a good amount of microbes in their stomach, in their rumen, and this will definitely enhance their growth performance. It also improves the average daily gain. Regarding the health benefits, it aids in the body digestion and nutrient absorption. So yes, there are so many research has been carried out in this area. So Oza and co-worker in 2015 has worked upon this solid state fermentation biomass supplementation on growth performance of the kids. So here they have taken two treatments having two rations containing 50% jowar straw and 50% compound concentrate mixture, which was the basal diet. And in the control group, they have not included this SSF, while in the second group, there was an inclusion of this SSF biomass at the rate of 4%. So here they have seen that in the group in which the animals were fed with this biomass, there was a 70% improvement in the average daily gain, through which the statistically and as compared to the control group. Second is the biomass. Basically, this SSF is also a type of a biomass. So biomass refers the organic material derived from the plants, animals, and that can be used as an alternative feed source for the livestock. Because again, the waste management of the waste, which is not used for the human society, it is one of the concern. So through which we can utilize such biomass in the animal feeding. The common sources include the agricultural residues like crop residues, then tree leaves, other plant materials. And here the major key benefits are nutrient rich, because biomass are having a good nutrients. Apart from that, it also improve the overall diet of animal. It is cost effective, utilizing the agricultural residues, feed cost, and promotes the sustainable farming practices. And again, it is a very environmental. Sustainability is also good. Using biomass helps in the recycling of agricultural waste and reducing environmental impact. So how? Because if we are not using such byproducts in the feeding, so what people will do? People will direct burn that byproducts. So basically, again, we are contributing in the pollution. So again, our goal should be on the one health, not the health of a human community or animal community, but also to the environment. The applications of the biomass can be feed supplementation, then improved digestibility. So water hyacinth. So basically, this is also one type of biomass. We all know that this water hyacinth is the world's most noxious aquatic invasive weed, basically. And this does not only, pollute the water community, water ecosystem, but this is also a bigger source through which infection can spread. Means this can be the nidus for the different infectious disease or breeding place of insects, mosquitoes, etc. But at the same time, this water hyacinth is having a very good nutrient composition. So we can utilize such weeds for a animal feeding. So basically, the crude protein content of such water hyacinth is having a 23 to 25%. However, the crude protein content is again dependent upon the cultivation period. But on an average, it is a good source of protein. At the same time, fiber content is also 21%. However, the water hyacinth is having a high amount of sometimes heavy metals. There may be the chances because it is an aquatic plant, marine plant. So we can utilize such feed ingredients after sun drying or after chopping. Then we can overcome such troubleshooting. Or we can also do phytoremediation. That is the process through which we can remove or reduce the amount of toxic principles. So, effect of feeding water hyacinth fodder with or without commercial concentrate. There is also one study in which they have used water hyacinth um, for the zootechnical performance and profitability in sheep and goat. So, zootechnical performance means the parameter was on growth and its carcass trait. So here it is the snapshot of the study which shows the nutritional composition of this water hyacinth in comparison to the hay and compound concentrate. So the DCP, that is the digestible crude protein amount, is a good one as compared to the hay, while the TDN percent, you can see that it is also having a good amount of total digestible nutrients. And regarding the digestible energy, it is also a good source of energy also. So basically, this can be very well adapted through our sheep and goat farming, because it will also help to control the environmental pollution. One more study which reflects a good growth performance of goats which were fed with this water hyacinth. So here they have taken total 24 animals which were grouped into 4 groups. So here the inclusion levels of water hyacinths were 4, 0%, 5%, 10%, and 15%. So in this study, they have concluded that through feeding of this water hyacinth to this uh, goats, they have found 10% of 10% of the water hyacinth level is having a favorable effect on the growth performance. Apart from that, health, possibly immune response was also profitable. Okay, so this water, as I said, that water hyacinth may have some of the toxic principles. So one of the study also showing that no any adverse effect of this water hyacinth on the any on this serum biochemical profiling. So this Fanta and co-worker has studied the different biochemical profiling of goat and sheep which were fed with this water hyacinth, and they have studied that there was no any adverse effect found on the serum biochemical profiling. The next one is the crude glycerin. So glycerin is again a very good source of energy. So why we should incorporate such kind of ingredients in the animal's feed? Basically, this provides the readily available energy. So basically, energy is one of the important component which actually gives power to the cells of the body, so that cells can multiply in a better way. So through this supplementation of crude glycerin, the animal will have a good amount of readily available energy, and ultimately this will gives emphasis to the animal for its proper growth. Again, the energy is also having a good vital function for the production of hormones. So the growth hormone is very important for the growth of any individual. So in this way, this can be helpful for the better growth. So glycerin is the byproduct of the biodiesel industry, and it is an excellent energy source for ruminants. it can replace conventional energy sources like corn grain in livestock diets. So nowadays, we are having a competition not between the livestock sectors, but the animal sector has to compete with the human sector also, as far as this availability of the grains are concerned. So we have to think upon the different alternatives of such ingredients, because grains are again little bit expensive, and utilizing such ingredients which is already a byproduct of main product. So this will be helpful for us also, and for the farmers. The key benefits of this ingredient is it is giving the readily available energy to the animal, because glycerin is readily metabolized in the rumen in two ways. First is the it can either directly absorb from the ruminal wall, goes to the main bloodstream, then to the liver, and from the liver it can convert it to the glucose. The second is the uh, glycerin can convert it into the volatile fatty acid. So we all know that major three volatile fatty acids, among which the propionate is the glucogenic volatile fatty acids, for which this glycerin can be act as a precursor of it. So it is again a cost effective, because utilizing glycerin reduces the feed cost and it promotes the use of the byproducts. It improved the performance in terms of glycerin can improve growth performance and meat production in the goats. Uh, there are less research available on the sheep community, but we can also use such ingredients in sheep species too. The applications of this ingredient can be included with the mixed rations. It also it will be beneficial for the health also. Okay, so one of the study has been carried out by Gorang and and co-worker, in which they have seen the effect of supplementing this crude glycerin on the ruminal fermentation metabolism, blood biochemistry profiling, and animal performance and the carcass trait. So in this study, the crude glycerin, they have concluded that it can replace the corn in the diet for growing meat goats when it is fed up to the 15% of the diet. It also improves the ruminal propionate concentration, and it increases the acetate to propionate ratio without affecting the animal performance and carcass traits. So these are the four levels they have used. So in nutshell, basically, they have not seen any adverse effect of inclusion of this glycerin in the diet of animals. Though the longissimus muscle growth was seen little bit higher in the fourth group, while the average daily gain was having no any significant changes. Next is the insect protein for the goat feeding, or we can also utilize in the sheep feeding too. So basically nowadays insects are having a good emphasis towards a protein source, because nowadays we all know that soybean meal is one of the good source of vegetable protein, which is mainly included in all our livestock diet. But due to competition, we have to again find out the different alternatives of that. So insects can be utilized for the animal feed too, because it is having a very good amount of nutrients as well. Insect is a good source of unsaturated fatty acids also. They are having a good amount of omega-3 fatty acids, then omega-6 fatty acids, omega-9 fatty acids like oleic acids, then linoleic acids. Again, the insects are a very good source of amino acids too. So not only that, insects are having a chitin, that is the exoskeleton part of it. So this chitin can be act as a prebiotic to the animal. We all know that prebiotic, probiotic. So prebiotics are the food of the probiotics. So by offering such insects in terms of larval form or powder form, the growth of the animal can be also enhanced. So insects like black shoulder fly larvae, because this research has been carried out in this species specially, and mealworms are rich in the protein and essential amino acids. They can be farmed and sustainably and used as a feed supplement for the livestock. If we see the key benefits, so the high protein content, insect protein is comparable to or exceeds conventional protein sources. Sustainable farming, insects can be raised on the organic waste material and promoting a circular economy. Environmental benefits, so insect farming has a lower environmental impact compared to the traditional livestock farming. Applications are again the feed supplementation and health benefits also. So on an average, these insects are having on an average 40% of crude protein, then 12% of fiber, that again variable to insect to another insect, right? So this black shoulder fly is very well known as far as this goat and sheep feeding is concerned. Most probably research has been carried out on this fly only. So this black shoulder fly cricket meal as a part of the milk replacer. So most of the research studies, they have seen the effect or the effect of this black shoulder fly on the as a replacement of the milk replacer in the pre-weaning sheep and goat kids and or lambs. So here the part of the milk replacer is produced. The average daily gain of pre-weaning goat or sheep is around 100 to 120 gram per day. Meanwhile, if those ingredients are used as a part of pre-feed, then the daily gain of post-weaning goat or sheep could be more than 150 gram per day. So yes, there are research done in this area, but still scanty research are there. So we can also focus on that also. Next is the agricultural byproducts. So there are so many agricultural byproducts. As I said, wheat straw is there, then different residual waste materials are there from the grain factories. Um, so basically, these agricultural byproducts include materials like brewer's grain, wheat pulp, then rice bran, which are the major byproducts from the industries. These byproducts can be used as a feed for the livestock. If we see the key benefits of these byproducts, it is very cost effective, utilizing agricultural byproducts, reducing the feed cost, and it promotes the use of available resources. Again, it is nutrient rich, and if it is not, then we can utilize such techniques like, as I said, SSF, then DFM is also that is the direct fed microbes. So through such techniques, we can improve the nutrient values of such agricultural byproducts also. Many byproducts are already rich in the nutrients, just like DDGS, which I am going to talk about in the next slides, and it can enhances the overall diet of the small ruminants. So the environmental sustainability, again, using these byproducts, helping in the recycling the waste and reducing the environmental impact. Regarding the applications, it can be very well utilized as a feed supplementation and improve digestibility. So DDGS, that is the dry distillers grains with soluble. It is the byproduct of the ethanol production process derived from the grains such as corn, wheat, and rice. It is a valuable feed ingredient due to its high protein and energy content. Regarding the key benefits. So this DDGS is very rich in protein, fiber, as well as the essential nutrients, which make it as an excellent supplement for this small ruminant diet. Regarding the cost effective, utilizing of DDGS can reduce the feed cost, as this is the byproduct which is already not utilized by any community. So we can very well utilize this in the animals feed. So it is often less expensive than any traditional feed ingredients. Again, it is sustainable because using this DDGS promotes the recycling of the byproducts from the ethanol industry and contributing to the environmental sustainability. It can be utilized for feed supplementation, improved performance, because it is having good protein amount, energy amount, health benefits, because overall it provides essential nutrients to the animal. There are so many research has been already carried out in this area, in which most probably corn dried distiller grains are utilized as a replacement of the soybean meal. In this study, they have used this uh, corn dried distiller grains in the board cross goat finishing diets. In this study, the inclusion of this DDGS linearly improved the average daily gain, and without affecting average daily gain feed, and up to 100% of the soybean meal in a boar cross finishing goat ration can be also replaced with this DDGS with no any detectable differences in the growth performance. The next one is the hydroponics. Again, nowadays it is having a very good importance, because we all are knowing that day by day there is a scarcity of a land, but we have to sustain our animals. So what we can do, we can use this technique. This is known as hydroponics. So this is the cultivation of crops or kind of crops without land. We can cultivate such crops without land in the laboratory. There are so many benefits of hydroponics, like minimum land use, then minimum water requirement, minimum labor. One can easily manage by 1 or 2 person. It can supply all your fodder in the all around the year. Next is minimum fodder loss, and higher the yield, and low cost. So basically, this is nothing but the sprouting of the pulses or the grains, which can be utilized for animal feeding. Kokani and co-worker has carried out one study in which they have seen the effect of feeding hydroponics in horse gram sprouts on the growth performance of the Konkan Kanyal goats. So here, in the results, overall, they have seen a very good, significantly higher growth rate in the goats which were fed with this hydroponic gram sprouts. The second study, Devinder and his co-worker has worked upon the different parameters of growth performance, nutrient utilization, carcass characteristic of sheep-fed hydroponic barley fodder. So here you can see that the average daily gain was found highest in the middle group, that is the hydroponic fodder, that is having 75% replacement with this main fodder. And regarding the net gain, again, they have found the highest net gain in the second group. The body weight, if we see the final body weight changes, so there was no any drastic change or not any negative effect of such fodder. So basically, these hydroponics are very well accepted by the animals, though there are need of such researches. The feed cost of the actual research is highlighting very well. So if you see the last, that is the feed cost per kg of gain. So that is lowest in the second group. So this can be very well accepted by our animals. We have to think upon this technique also, because day by day the land is not being that much easily available. Urbanization is increasing day by day. The next is the single cell protein we can utilize. So this is the protein derived from the microorganisms such as algae, yeast, fungi, bacteria. And it is produced using various substrates, including agricultural and industrial waste. The key benefits are high protein content, then sustainable production, efficient conversion. Again, the application is feed supplementation, health beneficials, prebiotics. So as I already said earlier, we can use probiotic, prebiotic, symbiotic, that is the combination of pre and probiotic. So basically prebiotics are the food of probiotics. Probiotics means good living organisms which can be fed to the animals, and that ultimate enhances the growth of an animal. These prebiotics are non-digestible food ingredients which promotes the growth of the beneficial microorganism in the intestine. And common prebiotics includes this fructooligosaccharides, galactooligosaccharides. So basically, these prebiotics are not easily digestible in the upper GIT tract. So this is how it can utilized in the lower GIT, in the mainly the intestine. So that will be directly available to the host. Regarding the key benefits, it enhances the gut health, it improves the immune support, improved growth performance. This is the one of a good feed additive material, and we can also reduce the disease in the animal.